Hello, dear friends. How are you today? I hope everything's well. So, we're in June, and this is another rendition episode of WIP Music Mondays. So, I have missed a couple weeks. Unfortunately, it seems that that's probably going to happen more often than I wanted. It just, sometimes time, laziness, schedule, I kind of procrastinate, all that kind of stuff. Happens, and so I can't get it out exactly when I want it to. So it's not a big deal, but like I said, in the beginning I really wished I would have been able to do it every single week without missing, but that quickly went out the door. Anyways, so if this is your first time either watching or listening to WIP Music Mondays, first if it's your first time to my channel, welcome. I hope you enjoyed here. I hope you like it. This is a little bit of a different kind of video than I usually do. So I hope you'll stay. I hope you'll do all those YouTube-y things. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff. And to my true blues and returning viewers, thank you so much for your continued love, support, kindness, and friendship. It means everything to me. And so, as for the WIP Music Monday, so I plan each week to talk about 7 songs that mean a lot to me. They either are emotional songs, or the lyrics actually do mean something, or they could just be fun, silly songs that just get me in a good mood. That I just love, and they're my top 365 songs. If I had to only listen to them, any songs, those would be it. So I do 7 a week, and this is a little homework type video, because I really truly hope that when I'm done, or if you choose to pause and go back and forth, I hope when I present you with the 7 songs that you will check them out. I will link most of them I'll have a link for. A couple I probably won't be able to, because they're just not available on YouTube. But when we get to that bridge, we'll cross that one. At least it's just me telling you about it. But I hope you go and listen to them, even if you have heard them before. Familiarize yourself with them. And if it's new, I hope you maybe listen to it, find something new that you like. And I hope it, might keep some, grows for you to love, and becomes something special for you, as they are to me. Okay, now with all that said and done, with all the maintenance done, let's get right into it. So, our first song for this week is called Fools from Diane Birch. I don't have a year. Oh, no, wait, I do. It's from 2009. It's from an album called Bible Belt. So, again, this was a artist that I think I found on, a iTunes recommendation type thing, and I love this album. It is so fantastic. When I first heard this album and her voice and everything, I was like, oh, I hope she, this has to be nominated for Best New Grant Artist. And no, they ignored her. She's not really a known artist, I guess. Likelihood is probably none of you have heard her. Again, her name is Diane Birch. I don't know if she would have been played on what kind of radio station she would be played on. It's kind of like a folk type music. They call it's listed as R&B, soul, pop. It has this album in particular. Now, well, before I get to that, so I have heard her other stuff, subsequent stuff, and I haven't really loved that. So this is kind of like a one-off for me as far as she goes. It's just, I really love the style of this album. It's very, again, singer-songwritery, folky. There's a lot of the music in it is very 70s type, with a little bit of you know, just the way she sings and everything. I mean, I guess maybe that's why it's called Bible Belt. There's a little bit of, you know, church kind of sound in it. Just a little bit. It's not a religious album or anything, but it has that sort of like Carole King you know, kind of tapestry sort of sounds to it. Anyways, the album is absolutely fantastic. So the first song I have for you today is from that album, and from Diane Birch, and it's called Fools. And so the lyrics are, fools knocking on my door, calling out my name, telling me to change my ways. 2 hands in the fire, won't put out the flame. Yeah, I got your number, you know my game. I know your game. So why should I lay it on the line? Everybody's got a vision, everybody's got a plan. You tell me lies, you look me in the eyes, but honey, I would rather stand out in the rain. Fools lying in my bed, laughing in my head, trying to tell me my dream's gone cold, but I know, in one city of angels, it ain't gonna put out my flame. Oh, my love is a fire, nobody can tame. So why should I lay it on the line? Everybody's got a vision, everybody's got a plan. You tell me lies, you look me in the eyes, but honey, I'd rather stand out in the rain. Again, repeat chorus and repeat chorus. So again, it seems like a theme. I either have really short songs on my list or really long songs. It's kind of it's a short lyrically song. It's just, again, it's a really, you know, upbeat. It's an upbeat song, but it's a kind of inspirationally kind of song. And again, she has other songs on the album that I actually love. I don't know if I have any other albums on the, any songs of hers on this list, but she is just absolutely fantastic. I really would suggest, if you look kind of like that 70s type music, again, Carole King type singer-songwriting stuff, go check out Diane Birch. The album is Bible Belt. I think you'll like it. Okay, let's move on. The second song I'm going to do is a cover. I'm not going to read the lyrics, only because it's a long song. I really just don't want to. And it's something we've all heard. I mean, if you haven't heard the song, where you been? You know, now the original, of course, is great. And I know, don't throw stones, don't throw rocks, don't come at me, people. It's a cover that I listen to more than the original. I'm sorry, I just like the cover version a little better. Well, not better, but listen. So it's a Glee version cover, and it's of Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. Again, don't throw your rocks at me, people. It's I'm not, again, we all know what that song is. It's a beautiful song. Infamous, all that kind of stuff. And of course, it was originally from 1975. Glee covered it. What's his name? Oh, I can't think of it. Nope, it's not going to come to me. Maybe if I type it here, it'll pop up. Jonathan Groff. I was thinking his first name was different. If you know him as an actor, Broadway, or he does movies, TV. Anyway, he's very handsome and he has a great voice and he sings it beautifully. I'm going to link his version, so it'll be interesting to see what you all think. Again, you all probably know the original. It'll be interesting what you think of the cover version. I think the lyrics are probably all the same. It's just, you know, sung by a different person. Anyways, if you could just hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So, let's move on to our third song. It's called Cry Me a River. Now, if you have seen my previous version, and I think it might have been the first song I did. Did I? I don't know. Well, who knows at this point. I could be lying. It is, I thought I did a different version, of course, Barbra Streisand's version, which if I didn't do it, well, here's a sneaky peek. And if I did do it, there you go. But it's Justine Timberlake's version. Again, famous version. It's a different song. Don't have the year here, but anyways, again, the song's lyrics are: "You were my sun, you were my earth, but you didn't know all the ways I loved you. No, so you took a chance, made other plans, but I bet you didn't think that they would come crashing down. No, you don't have to say what you did. I already know. I found out from him. Now there's just no chance for you and me. There'll never be. And don't you want to? And don't it make you sad about it? You told me you love me. Why do you? Oh, this is the chorus. Well, actually, the first part was the pre-chorus. Then this is the chorus. You told me you love me. Why did you leave me all alone? Now you tell me you need me when you call me on the phone. Girl, I refuse. You must have me confused with some other guy. Bridges were burned, but now it's your turn to cry. Cry me a river. And repeats. You said that you know that they say some of the things are better left unsaid, and it wasn't like you only talk to him and you know it. Don't act like you don't know it. And all of these things people told me keep messing with my head. You should have picked honesty, then you may not have blown it. And then the pre-chorus, you don't have to say part, and then the chorus. And again, it just repeats on from there. It's a really great song. It's, obviously, it's an R&B song, which I don't have a lot of like true R&B songs, but this is more of a, true R&B song. Timberland, I think, is on this one too. Oops. Yeah, this was from the 2000s. I'm not sure what else to talk about it, though. I mean, it's one of those things, to me, it's like a karaoke almost kind of song. You just, when you hear it, you just want to sing it. At least that's how it is for me. And it almost kind of sounds revengey, but there's nothing really revengey. I mean, because it's the video is a little revengey, but... It's my Scarlett saying hello to everybody. Yeah, so, again, check it out. Again, I'm sure most of you probably have heard this. Now, for the fourth song, we're going to take a little trip to the 90s. So, I kind of, when people say, what music did you grow up with? For me, it's basically the 90s because, I was born in 82. So, those 90s were my, like, kind of, if you shall call it, coming of age kind of thing. Teenage years and all that stuff. So, I know a lot about music from the 90s. Not all of it, of course. So this is throwback to 1999, and it is from a person who's now more days known as an actress, and it is Mandy Moore. And I could be wrong, but I actually think I have like 3 of her songs on here. It's kind of crazy how I don't... How some kind of... You can kind of just come up with some random kind of person who you would think, oh, there's a million artists out there and so many, very incredibly successful, huge artists that don't even have like one of their songs, but someone who's kind of more of a poppy, teenage kind of singer. Oh, they have 3 songs on my list. It's just weird how that works. But like I said, it's kind of a throwback for me. And the song is Candy. And it's so funny too that, listening to her, because she was like probably in her teens when she sang in this and everything, how different she sounds now, and you know, just the way it is. Anyway, this is more of a fun song. It's not obviously a serious song or something that I connect to, but it's just a fun song. Anyway, it starts to give it to me. Oh, yeah, all that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna do all those O's and yeahs. It says, I'm so addicted to the loving that you're feeding to me. Can't do without it. This feeling's got me weak in the knees. Body's in withdrawal every time you take it away. Can't you hear me calling, begging you to come out and play? So baby, come to me. Show me who you are. Sweet to me, like sugar to my heart. I'm craving you. I'm missing you like candy. Sweet, sweet lovin' got me going to the extreme. Won't go without it. This vibe has got a hold of me. Satisfying baby. Now, let me show what I'm made of. No doubt about it, boy. Get me feeling crazy. Can't get enough. So baby, come to me. Show me who you are. Sweet to me, like sugar to my heart. I'm craving you. Missing you like candy. Again, repeat. And repeat. So, and funny enough, just reading that stuff, and again, and knowing probably that she's kind of, most likely, a little young back then, very kind of suggestive kind of song, you know. Nowadays, that would be super controversial, and with all the things with Britney Spears, you know, anyways, yeah, so again, that's a fun song. It's I like the fun little suggestive songs. Who doesn't, right? Yeah, so again, check it out. If you I'm sure a lot of you who know that song probably haven't heard it in many years. Okay. Now, the fifth song is from 2014. It is, I don't know, this was a song from a movie, and this is the only song from this artist I have ever heard, to be quite honest. I don't really know how I heard it. It's possibly, well, I should say this. I probably heard it because, for those who might not know, which I'm sure most of you probably don't, because I don't talk about it, so why am I even mentioning that part? I follow award shows. From the time that I was like a little kid, like little kid, I have loved award shows. I was one of those people who watched on E! Channel as soon as it started, Joan and Melissa Rivers, and then early on in the web era too, I followed a site called Gold Derby, which I still follow today. And they are awards website, and I just love award shows. Not so much as much now anymore. It used to be so different, you know. I used to love award shows because it was a little different. Oscars aside, things like TV stuff, you know, it was easier back then because there was so much less content and stuff like that. And I used to be in the celebrity gossip stuff all the time. Like, you know, I used to watch like the E! Channel stuff, and you know, I used to watch Entertainment Tonights and Hollywood, Access Hollywood, and all that kind of stuff. And not anymore. All that's kind of changed for me. So, and this was kind of just part of it. And again, like I said, Joan Rivers, I just adored her. I thought she, you know, one of the most hilarious people ever. And I love the red carpets. And again, in the 90s when she was doing it with Melissa, it was just a great time. Really great time. And I'm getting sidetracked. Now I know why I was talking about this. So, the award website. So this is probably why I know this song, is because when award season comes around, and usually it's with the Oscars, well, I don't watch all the movies that are out there because I don't go to the movies hardly ever, and so I don't have time to see them. So I just do educated guesses and all that kind of stuff for my predictions. But one thing I can do is listen to, like, for Oscars, the nominated songs for original song. And that's just probably why I have heard the song, because I never heard it on the radio or anywhere else, because I don't really listen to radio. And this will be the only way I have known this is through the award thing. Wow, that was a huge wind-up that I'm sure you don't care about. And so it is Rita Ora. It's from 2014. I don't know the movie, but it was nominated for an Oscar for Best Original Song, and the song is called Grateful. It's a really beautiful song. 1 second, I just wanted to get this color out. And I think it's something that we all probably can, strive for the message and all, that sort of thing. So here's the lyrics. There were a lot of tears I had to cry through. A lot of battles left me battered and bruised. And I was shattered, had my heart ripped in two. I was broken. There were a lot of times I stumbled and crashed. When I was on the edge, down to my last chance. So many times when I was so convinced that it was over, or I was over. But I had to fall, to rise above it all. I'm grateful for the storm. It made me appreciate the sun. I'm grateful for the wrong ones, made me appreciate the right ones. I'm grateful for the pain, for everything that made me break. I'm grateful for all my scars, 'cause they only make my heart grateful. I was sinking, I was drowning in doubt. The weight of it, all the pain was weighing me down. Pulled it together and I pulled myself out. Learned a lesson. There's a lot you gotta go through, hell yes. But that's what's got me strong. I got no regrets. And I've got only love, no bitterness. Count my blessings. I'm proud of every tear, 'cause they got me here. I'm grateful for the storm, made me appreciate the sun. I'm grateful for the wrong ones, made me appreciate the right ones. I'm grateful for the pain, for everything that made me break. I'm grateful for all my scars, 'cause they only make my heart grateful. There's nothing I would change, that even one mistake I made, I got lost, found myself, found my way, and repeats the chorus. So I love that song. Again, it's an inspirational sound, and it's the kind of song where when I am down, I put it on and I feel better, because even though I'm not in that space of feeling grateful and pulling myself up and I'm in a new spot or anything, because I'm not any of that, it kind of makes me feel that it's possible, and it makes me want to hope that one day I'll get there. And the fact that other people have done it and got there, it really gives me some great hope. It's a beautiful song. Again, it's the only song I actually know from Rita Ora. And I would definitely, if you like those kind of inspirational songs, to me, it's not a cheesy song or a corny song. So if you don't like that kind of stuff, it might be, but you'd have to listen to it yourself to find it if you think that. But I do think that it is just gorgeous, and it lifts me up. And believe me, there are plenty of times when I need that. Okay. Moving on to the last one. Oh, no. Hold on 1 second, guys. It's funny. Oh, I'm back, by the way. It's funny. I always, whenever I film one of these talkie videos, it's always on the day where my nasal drip and all that kind of stuff just drives me crazy. Days when it doesn't, I never film a thing. And so that's why I have to stop. So I'm sorry about that. Anyways, I also forgot to mention what I'm working on. So it's June. Excuse me. And so I'm hosting an event with my friend Angie. And it's a hashtag DP June Pride 2022. If you would like to be a part of it, that would be great. Just, do something with lots of colors in it. There's no new starts, doesn't have to be finished, all that kind of stuff. It's a layback event, and we love to have you. And so I'm working on a crystal canvas arts, so the whole thing is a crystal. I actually, while you see this paper here, I tore up the clear sheet, and usually I don't do that, but on this one, the sheet was like acting like Velcro, and not an easy come off Velcro either. It was clinging so bad to the glue when I would start pulling it up to diamond paint this section, that I'm like, no, this is just not good that it's doing that. So I just pulled it off and put these release papers on here. It's something I usually don't do, but this I had to. This canvas is an old one. I got it a long time ago, probably right around when they first started coming out with stuff. And so it's been sitting around a while, and the canvas is it's a bunch of pinks and purples and blues with, I can't show you the picture because it's up top. It's like a wave type thing, but in the wave, there's a bunch of hearts. So, because of the beautiful colors and because of hearts, which are love, which we want to celebrate pride and love and all that, that's why I'm doing this one. I missed a lot over here. Yeah, so let me just double check. Okay, that's good. So, our 6th song. Oh, we're back to one of my favorites. Yes. So we have another Sarah Bareilles song. I just absolutely adore her. And this song is from the Blessed Unrest album from 2013. And again, they consider her adult contemporary singer-songwriter type. And the song is called Little Black Dress. Again, it's a song that I identify with, but not the whole thing, obviously, because I don't wear dresses. But the whole overall vibe of the song, I really feel, and I just adore. So let's go to the lyrics. It's, okay, I can see it now. It's all the same, just different wrapping around it. No need to soften your words. They're still gonna hurt. So don't pull the punches. I tried to be everything you'd ever want, and sometimes I even stood on my own heart and stomped. Now I'm finally alone and dressed for the show, but going nowhere. They don't need to see me crying. And this is the chorus, I'll get my little black dress on, and if I put on my favorite song, I'm gonna dance till you're all gone. I'll get my little black dress on. You came, lifted me up, but then you dropped me like a hurricane, and now I'm fighting just to find the ground again, to steady my feet, get up off my knees, and just remember that I'm more than just somebody's puppet. I can find the chord and then cut it. I stand a pretty good chance to dust myself off and dance. I'll get my little black dress on, and if I put on my favorite song, I'm gonna dance until you're all gone. I'll get my little black dress on. I've got my little black dress on, and if I tell myself that nothing's wrong, this doesn't have to be a sad song with my little black dress on. It's time to connect the dots and draw a different picture up and paint with the colors of everything I ever was. Return to the scene of the crime, the day I let the music die, and rewrite the final lines, because this time, and then the chorus. Again, it's kind of like with Grateful. It's a inspiration. It's a sad, situation going on about, all that, relationship kind of stuff or whatever. And, but it's about pulling yourself up, changing, doing something to make you happy. And, her putting her little black dress on, and dancing and singing and all that kind of stuff. When you're going through the bad times, I totally get that feeling, you know, and it's just, again, it's the kind that I like to, you know, listen to when I am feeling down about stuff, because it makes me feel better. So, what color next? I probably only have one of this, so let me just grab this one real quick. Actually, I could just put anything there. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to put another one in this. It's not the right color, but it doesn't, you know, this is kind of a confetti type thing. It doesn't matter if the colors all match. I'm just talking to myself, people. Okay. With our last song of the week. I'm only going to do parts of the song because, you know, again, this is a long song. It's from 2001. It's from a soundtrack because it's from the musical Chicago. Who doesn't love Chicago? It is a fantastic musical. I love it. The songs are all great. The choreography, the costumes, everything. It's just the acting. Wonderful, wonderful, beautiful music. Beautiful movie. I love it. And so this song is a fun song. It's a song about murder. Who doesn't love murder songs, right? So it is Cell Block Tango. It has a number of different people on the song, including Catherine Zeta-Jones and Maya. But there are other people too, but you all won't know them. Anyway, it tells the story, if you've never seen Chicago, so it's set in a woman's prison in the 1920s, 30s maybe. So this one talks about how the men had it coming, basically, for their murders, and it tells this song, what I'm trying to say is telling the audience, or I guess you want to say audience, stories of how a number of these women wound up in prison. And so, for instance, the first lady who talks about her story, well, it partly starts out with the chorus. He had it coming. He only had himself to blame. If you would have been there, if you would have seen it, I bet you would have done the same. And then it goes into the first lady's story. You know how people have these little habits that get you down, like Bernie. He liked to chew gum. No, not chew, pop. So when I came home this day and I'm really irritated and I'm looking for a little bit of sympathy, and there's Bernie lying on the couch drinking a beer and chewing. No, not chewing, popping. So I said to him, if you pop that gum one more time, and he did. So I took the shotgun off the wall and I fired 2 warning shots into his head. And it says, he had it coming, kind of thing. And then my favorite, actually, of the murders in the song is from this one lady. She says, now I'm standing in the kitchen carving up a chicken for dinner, minding my own business. In storms my husband Wilbur in a jealous rage. You've been screwing the milkman, he says. He was crazy, and he kept on screaming, you've been screwing the milkman. And then he ran into my knife. He ran to my knife 10 times. And if you had been there, you would have seen it. I bet you would have done the same. And then it goes on to tell a story from a Hungarian lady who doesn't speak English, and she sings in Hungarian, and how she's actually the only person of these women who were innocent. And spoiler, in the movie, only one person gets put to death, and it is the innocent lady. So, there you go. And of course, the song also has the Catherine Zeta-Jones character telling her story. And the funny one, again, the ending one was also funny. It says, I loved Al Lipschitz more than I can possibly say. He was a real artistic guy, sensitive, a painter, but he always was trying to find himself, and he'd go out every night looking for himself, and on the way he'd found Ruth, Gladys, Rosemary, and Irving. I guess you could say we broke up because of artistic differences. He saw himself as alive, and I saw him dead. And then it goes on to, they had it coming. So, yeah, really, really funny song. Real, if you love murders, that's a song for you. So there are 7 songs for this week. I don't want to keep you up tie you up any more than possible. I hope you, again, they'll be linked below. Go check them out. Re-familiarize yourself or hear them for the first time. Let me know, please, what you think. Did you hear any of these before? Are you happy to hear them again? If you heard the new ones, what do you like? Or do you think they suck, Let me know all of the things. I want to know. Okay, guys. Until next week for WIP Music Mondays, where I will be probably filming right after this one, so you probably won't see much of a change on my canvas. Anyways, not that that matters, but I gotta get caught up, right? So, thank you all so much. I hope you're having a great June. And please, everybody, be safe, be happy, and stay safe, stay happy. Thanks, guys. Bye.